Hello everyone, today is May 24th, 2026, and welcome back to playing Fortnite until the One Piece collab happens. As always, if you have questions or suggestions, comment below and I'll respond tomorrow. So, I barely slept. I have like 2 hours of sleep, and I'm probably going to be going back to sleep at some point, but God, I freaking hate night shift. I have one more night shift left, and, dude, I don't know, man. Like, it's just it boggles the mind that one can stay up for 24 hours straight and then wake up 2 hours later. Why? Unless my body is just like has this internal clock that wakes up when there's a new One Piece episode. Because I'm not kidding. I'm not kidding. I literally woke up when the One Piece episode dropped. But I would talk about the chapter first, but we're going to talk about the episode because I have to just say my thoughts now. This episode easily clears everything else in LBAF so far. It gets the esteemed award of one of like only 6 maybe episodes in One Piece that have ever made me cry. Because I'm not a crier. I don't cry very often. That's why I cherish almost everything that like manages to make me cry, because it freaking takes a lot. Especially even with One Piece, like everyone cried for the Mary. I did not cry for the Mary. In fact, the very first time I ever cried to One Piece was Brook's flashback. When, you know the scene when, like, they're doing their last song together as a crew. Yeah. And then, I believe the second time it ever happened was when Ace died, and it was specifically when Luffy screamed. Because, I'm gonna be honest, like, Ace is cool. I did not, like, I wasn't, like, particularly devastated, like, oh man, I'm so sad about losing this character. But it was just like, dang, how just like freaking hard that scene was with Luffy. Just like, say what you want, freaking compare dub and sub and everything. I watched that in dub, and like, if you hate the English dub or whatever, watch that scene, just the last little bit of the episode that Ace dies in, and freaking the person, Colleen Clinkenbeard, the person that does Luffy in English, you have to be a really good actor to be able to capture that, like, thing in crying and grief where it's like the sound you make when you can't breathe, you can't freaking, you're so overcome with what's happening, like you can barely get anything out, and like they freaking nailed that. That destroyed me. Anyways, I'm gonna get off track here, but at first I was almost a little scared that the episode wasn't gonna do it right, because they weren't playing any music. They weren't playing any music, and for while they were, you know, doing the whole reunion, but they were freaking waiting to prove me wrong, because they hold it back for when Robin, asks Saul to praise her for having survived. And just, oh my god, they made a whole song for Robin. I don't know who did it, but dude, that freaking destroyed me. Just that song and the freaking montage, it replaces that crappy credit song, and just, oh my god, I can't freaking describe it. Just watch the episode yourself. It's so freaking good. Like, it's one of those ones where it's like, if you showed this to someone like that's never watched One Piece, they're not gonna be like, oh dang, that's cool. But like, this is for the fans. This is for, like, it's an episode that hits even harder the more you think about it, because of the fact that, like, we only saw it at Eni's lobby, like the whole War Summon Eni's lobby thing, and you know, that arc is still fantastic, but we only saw it back then for, like, Robin legitimately wanting to give up, and by give up, you know what I mean. But in this episode, they, like, do almost what if, and have it's even worse because of when it happens. It has it when she's like still her kid design, like right around when it happens, and by that I mean, like, they have it where she's at a cliff and, like, you know what she's wanting to do. And it's really just like, dang, we literally, like, we could have lost Robin so easily. And everyone would have, like, the world government would have got away with it. Oh my god, we got frickin' nerds. Jeez Louise. I don't have my thoughts all lined out, but, oh, frick off. Someone kill these a-holes. Good job. Yeah, freaking beautiful. As far as the chapter goes, the only other thing I wanted to touch on was just, like, I don't know why, but that panel of Brooke and Shuri walking together just, like, hits me in a way where, like, I think, like, I already know that what's gonna happen. Like, Emu's gonna get involved, and it's going to, like, when we saw Brooke, he was, in the present time, he was very like, I hate you, Shuri, like, ready to kill her. And, you know, you contrast that to how freaking precious these two are 70 years ago. And it just makes you hate Emu even more for tearing these two apart. And that's a good thing. I stand on the freaking ground that, like, you should like, hate your villain. Like, you should hate the villain. He should be a despicable, intimidating, frightening presence. All the best villains in history, they always have something in common. You are always scared of what they will do, because they will back stuff up. And you of course can do more interesting things, like I think that there's going to be a whole factor to Emu about him somewhat believing, or at least I think he thinks he's doing what's right.
The payload has reached its destination.
Or at least to some degree, because I'm scatterbrained, but because he doesn't seem like very, like, I'm evil for the sake of evil doing this kind of stuff, you know? So, and I'm sure he'll have his, like, we'll get this real story during the Void Century flashback someday. Really? But yeah, there's nothing much else to really add onto the chapter, because when I had covered those like full chapter spoilers, like it was full. Like there's nothing more to talk about, but hopefully people can like actually shut up about, oh frick. Man, I love how freaking trash at the game I am. Jeez Louise. Actual freaking I'm the retard this time. Holy cow. God, why am I, like, I know I'm off 2 hours of sleep, but like, surely my motor functions haven't freaking deteriorated this much. I feel like I'm turning into an old person already, where it's just I have so much less time to be able to play games that I just freaking lose all my skill. There's sometimes it surprises me though, like I'll record one of these videos and be like, dang, why can't I play like this all the time? Yeah, no one seems to really go after the bosses, I've noticed. Can you like frick off? I kinda wanna like check on the rivalry thing. And this guy's dead. Trap Money Jonesy. That's certainly someone you could have died to. Certainly one of the options. Okay, well, let's try it. What? What? Huh? Was I not paying attention? What? Huh? I don't know. I didn't. That was fast. What the frick? How did we win the game in less than 14 minutes? Nah. Hold on. I gotta review the footage. That's freaking weird. That is weird. Did Did they just quit the game? The sound effect wasn't even right, right? Like it. Uh, like usually it does that kind of thing, and like it did the slowdown, but it didn't like give the usual sound effect. I don't know. But yeah, that's been the video for May 24th, 2026, and I will see y'all in the next one.